Marhaban, everyone, and welcome to July 23rd, 2024. I'm Joe Pratt. Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheatle resigned today. She faced calls from both political parties to step down. She said in an email to staff that, quote, "I take full responsibility for the security lapse." She was berated for hours while she appeared yesterday before a congressional committee. Yellowstone National Park has dozens of geysers spewing hot water into the air quite often, as you know. Well, today a hydrothermal explosion tore up a big chunk of earth and sent guests running in the national park. The explosion, which was captured on video, damaged part of the boardwalk where people had been standing. No reports of injuries at this point, just damage to the boardwalk. An Illinois woman has been sentenced to 2 years in prison for shipping illegal items to Russia. She was shipping what was termed defense articles, including thermal imaging scopes and night vision goggles. She participated with other people in shipping more than 60 items to Russia without the approval of the State Department. The items were shipped to her house, and then she mailed them to Russia using fake names and addresses. 140,000 people did their taxes with the free IRS pilot program. This program is called the Direct File Pilot Program, and it saved taxpayers around $5.6 million in fees that they otherwise would have paid to private companies. The program cost taxpayers about $13 million to get started with product development, and at this point, the IRS is not committed to continuing it. They will be evaluating if it is worth it to continue. Two rival groups in Palestine have agreed to form a government together. Hamas and Fatah have agreed in principle to settle their differences and form a government that could rule in Palestine. Hamas has ruled the Gaza Strip for 17 years, and Fatah is the main force in the U.S.-backed Palestinian Authority that governs parts of the occupied West Bank. The two groups didn't say how or when the government would be formed, only that it would be done, quote, by agreement among the factions, unquote. Happy birthday if it's yours today. You share a birthday with Baseball Hall of Famer Pee Wee Reese, Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy, Don Drysdale, radio talk show host Don Imus, Woody Harrelson, Philip Seymour Hoffman, NBA star Gary Payton, Senator Raphael Warnock, Alison Krauss, Monica Lewinsky, and Daniel Radcliffe, who plays Harry Potter in the movies. Scientists from Northwestern Medicine and Brigham and Women's Hospital say they have identified the cause of lupus. Knowing the cause, they are now working on a cure, which they say is right around the corner. A dam was removed in the county of Derbyshire in England. The result was that salmon are again going upstream to spawn for the first time in 100 years. The local residents say it is so cool to see salmon again swimming upstream in the river Derwent. A nonprofit by the name of Tangaroa Blue has come up with a great idea. In cleaning up the beaches in Australia, they found several GPS tracking buoys that had washed up on shore. They contacted the company who made them and went into a partnership where these tracking buoys are used to help turtles and other marine life stay out of the discarded nets that will snag the marine life and often disable them or maim them or kill them. In other words, they are saving the lives of hundreds of marine life. Today's quote from the sacred works of the world's religions is from the Torah, or Biblical Old Testament. Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. A couple women set out to row a boat across the Pacific Ocean from Monterey, California to Hawaii in a race against another women's rowing team. Jessica Oliver and Charlotte Harris of the UK had to battle fierce winds and 40-foot waves, but they did it in 37 days and 11 hours and beat the old women's record by 9 days. And check this out, they beat the men's record by 2 days. The top 5 movies of the week were, at number 5, A Quiet Place, day 1. 4 was Long Legs. 3 was Inside Out 2. 2 was Despicable Me 4. And number 1 this week was Twisters, a remake of the movie from the 80s. A sandwich board sign out in front of a restaurant reads, "Come in and try the worst meatball sandwich that one guy on Yelp ever had in his life. Joe Pratt. Make it a great day."